Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. OpenAPI and Swagger Ecosystem, episode 17 of 19. Writing OpenAPI specs by hand in a standard text editor is a nightmare of typos and misaligned brackets. You need an environment that yells at you the millisecond you indent a path incorrectly. That is exactly what designing with Swagger Editor gives you. Swagger Editor is not just a text box. It is an integrated development environment built specifically for the OpenAPI standard. Its primary job is to help you design, define, and document your API from scratch. The layout is split. The left side holds your raw YAML or JSON code. The right side shows the rendered interactive documentation. Here is the key insight. The editor validates your syntax against the OpenAPI specification in real time. If you misspell an object name or forget a required field, it instantly flags the error, telling you exactly which line is broken. You do not have to run a separate build script to find out your indentation is off. We need to clear something up regarding versions. The classic Swagger editor, known as version 4, is a legacy tool. It fully supports OpenAPI 2.0 and 3.0. It is not built natively for OpenAPI 3.1.0. If you paste a 3.1.0 spec into the classic editor, it will fail validation. For modern 3.1.0 specs, you have to shift to Swagger Editor next, which we will cover in the finale. But for standard 3.0 work, the classic editor remains deeply embedded in many workflows. You can use the classic editor directly in your browser without installing anything. However, pasting proprietary API designs into a public website is a fast way to upset your security team. This is where local execution comes in. You can run Swagger Editor locally on your own machine. You can install it using npm by pulling the Swagger Editor package and starting a local server. An even cleaner approach is using Docker. You pull the image Swagger API/Swagger Editor and spin up a container mapped to your local port. This runs the exact same visual editor entirely on your machine. This setup allows teams to design securely behind a corporate firewall without exposing unreleased specs to the public internet. All the real-time validation happens locally. Because the editor provides instant visual feedback, you design faster. You map out your paths, define your data models, and immediately verify that the resulting documentation makes sense. You catch structural mistakes during the design phase, long before you write your backend logic. If you are finding these episodes helpful, you can support the show by searching for Dev Stories EU on Patreon. The single most valuable aspect of the editor is the immediate confidence it provides. An error-free spec on the screen guarantees your downstream tools will work smoothly. That's all for this one. Thanks for listening and keep building.